come and have a lie on your back for me. Now, another good abdominal test. So there's lots of good ways to assess abdominal strength. Another good abdominal test is the double leg lowering test. So what I'd like to do is we're going to lift the legs as high as we can. That's good. Okay. Now what I want you to do, try and breathe normally for the first bit, is I just want you to slowly, when I let go, slowly lower your legs. But I'm just going to put my hand underneath your back here in your spine. So I want you to just push your back against me. So flatten your back good, and I want you to try and maintain this level of pressure on my hand. Okay. Okay, so I want you to really push that back into my hand and try and hold that level of contraction. Okay, and just slowly lower your legs. Okay, so I'm losing it very, very quickly. So that's a sign that there's definitely a weakness in the core. Try again for me, so just really push into my hand good and hold that. So I'm losing it there.
And which bit of the core is weak?
All of it.
Basically all of it.
Probably more transversus abdominis.
I mean, definitely, we'll find out more, but really the whole core's looking fairly weak on that. Yeah. In an ideal, in a perfect world with a really conditioned athlete, they'd probably get much closer to level. There's actually a scale we can measure. So depending on how far you go, obviously 0 to 90 degrees, the further you go, the greater the percentage.
Would you do one leg if someone had, if there was any risk of, creating an overextension and potentially back pain, or would you just do both legs?
You've got to pick. In a sporting spine, this would be fine. You probably wouldn't do it on someone that really wasn't had a really basic level of conditioning. Yeah. Okay, let's do another test. So we might do a test described by Yander. You mentioned him earlier. And this is to look at upper abdominal strength. What we want to do is we want to see how much dominance he has in his upper abdominals, or he's using his hip flexors. So when we use our core, we often recruit our hip flexors. And that can be, you can actually over-recruit hip flexors and not use the core very effectively. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend the knees up here, and I want you just to, all you're going to ask you to do is just to reach forwards and touch your knees. Good, and then back down. But this time I'm going to just lift your feet slightly. Okay, so try and keep feet on my hands and just touch your knees for me. Good, and back down. That's good. So there's not too much activation of the hip flexors here. If there was activation of the hip flexors, the feet would lift. And that's a very common thing. That's quite a gentle test, and I can actually go into way more detail. So we'll actually now go through a 4-stage abdominal endurance strength test with you.
So if you're giving someone an exercise and you want to be dominant in the transversus abdominis and not have any hip flexors, would you get them to do crunch sit-ups with the feet slightly off the floor?
You could do that if you want to really focus and isolate the rectus abdominis. You could just have them not bracing the feet.
You can do the salmon one as well, can't you, where you alternate heels. That's a good exercise.
Yeah, exactly.